Welcome back to Survival, everybody. Episode 39. We're cruising right along here. So our canola on our, well, I guess this would be field 2. And then our last field, soybeans that we just plowed in, is ready to go. And I think it's time we upgrade our harvester. We did get quite a bit of use out of this. Not as much as our very first old one. But we do want a bigger working with. So I think it's time to upgrade. We do have $333,000. That firewood helped out tremendously. Let's take a look here and see. Yeah, there is nothing in the sales, unfortunately. But I think we're going to go with this guy, this New Holland. And then, like I said, the combinations here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and drive down. We'll get this one sold. And then we can kind of see what we're working with. Eager to see how much we're going to get for this whole thing. I said we didn't use it a whole lot, but we did use it. Yeah, see how big this header is? I mean, we just had enough to get through. But I think we're going to have to get a header trailer for the new combine. I just want to take a look at that and see how big it is. It's obviously going to be quite big. We're going to be upgrading from... let's see, this is a 5 meter. We're going to upgrade to 8.5. That is huge in comparison. So we're definitely going to need a header trailer for that. We'll get these all repaired up and then we'll see what we get for the whole lot. And we get 75,000. Not too bad. So let's go ahead and do a little shopping. See, what do we want to do here with the wheels? I want to go with BKT. There is no other wheel setup. $265,000. This should be our last harvester for the playthrough. And then we'll go to combinations and then we'll get our cutter here. 48,000 for that. So what do we have left? 89,000. Whoo! I do want to get that corn header, but we are going to need a planter before we can get the corn header. Looks like we can go with either or of these. 65. So do we want wide tires on the front or should we go with the skinny? It's actually a lot skinnier. Let's just go with the first one here. New Holland. And jet black, I think, looks really good together. All right, $6 grand. We are left with $81,000. That was a big day. Look at that header. All kinds of working with. I think that's going to make it play through so much easier. If I remember right, I think I used this New Holland on our ruling playthrough. Towards the end there as well. It's kind of a good size. The other option was to go with maybe the Claas headers. Or the Claas harvesters. They are a little bit more spendy, so I think it only makes sense to go in this direction. So I think we're able to tow this on the back. Looks like that one doesn't snap. But I think it should... Oh, there it goes. A little bit of a delay on that. Yeah, it looks like we got a hitch here. Alrighty. We are off. Look at this thing haul up the hill. Didn't even really slow down at all. Quite impressive. I guess it did a little bit, but... it's pretty good. Alright, we're almost home. What I think we'll do is if we can turn around, I'm going to take it wide here. If we're going to get in here. Maybe. Yeah, that's tricky. There we go. That was a little tricky. We can get turned around. Let's see. We're gonna have to go down by the chickens, or we could... Yeah, let's go farther down, because we're just gonna run into all that lettuce. This is what happens when you get bigger equipment. Not enough room. And then we'll just set it alongside that shed. And really, I don't think we should hopefully have to move the header at all. I'm a little concerned about, I guess we'll find out in this episode, because we got to go down and do the soybeans. Ideally, I would not like having to use the trailer to go down there. Oh yeah, a viewer also suggested that we should get the road blacktopped up to our house, which I'm not against. I was kind of either way, I guess. Look at that. Looks like it's plenty of room. It's like perfect for it. I think what we'll do is get harvesting, and then we'll take a break in between, and then we'll do the road. And we'll get the stuff on the silo, see what we got. See, now this is a little bit concerning here. I really don't want to run down the crop. Kind of tight, but I guess we can wiggle our way in here. Well, of course, it moved everything. Alright, unfold this. It's always exciting getting a new machine and seeing what she can do. Nice working with. And we are off. Canola is being harvested. Our cash crop. Look at this width. Not going to take us very long at all to do the field. Definitely, I think, as far as we want to go for the harvester for this playthrough. For those wondering, I have been looking at Farm Simulator 25. Looks pretty good. I was a little on the fence when I first seen some of those pictures. I was like, well, a lot of it looked like 22 here, but just, you know, having some fog effect or being like a shaded a little bit, reshaded, if you will. But as I watched more and more, I'm getting real impressed. Ground defamation is one of the big things that I've been looking forward to, where you drive and your tires will get imprinted in the ground, making it look a little more realistic. At first, I thought that was going to be just on the fields, but after I watched the FarmCon videos, it's going to be all over the map. So that's going to be interesting. It wasn't in any of the demo videos, so they had that feature off. They were still working on it, so they didn't get to showcase it, but definitely looking forward to seeing that. Look at this hill, tackling it like no problem. I like that. Alright, I'm gonna tackle this, and then, like I said, we'll probably take a little break and work on our road there, and then we'll get to the soybeans. I must say, that was actually quite enjoyable. Didn't take long at all. And look at that. Just enough room. 9,147. Let's check out the interior of this thing. We haven't even looked at that yet. Quite the machine. Yeah, so let's see. We're gonna want to grab that wagon. Let's drive down here. So if we have this... Let's back up a little bit. We're gonna do a little test. Gotta do a test. So let's say we have a crop on the field. I guess it clears the cabbage. Obviously we could stay to the right a little bit. How are we gonna make it by this fence? Looks like it should. And then we should have plenty of room down here. Swing it up a little bit. Yeah, we can make it work. That's good. I didn't want to have to bring that trailer or go a different way down here. Kind of weird. Alright, let's get our grain cart. And we can offload. Looks like we gotta reconfigure it too. That's right, we used it on the firewood on the previous episode. We're probably gonna use it for the honey, I think, as well. And didn't really pay to put it in the cube trailer because that caused kind of some issues. But we will use the cube trailer again for the lettuce. We have it, we might as well use it. So the next thing we'll have our eye on is a planter. Should take a look at some of those real quick and see what we're gonna be looking at for price. And maybe we'd get lucky and one would come up in the sales, but let's say you want a decent working with. There's a 6 meter. And then here's a 6. This one actually does fertilizer. This K brand here, we can't say that for obvious reasons on YouTube. 150 horse, yeah, they're both 150. I think that one would be the one to maybe look at. Although I did use that in a previous playthrough as well. That was on Fruling too, I think. But anything bigger is... well, this 9 meter one wouldn't be too bad. Especially if we're going to get a... well, we're going to probably drill bigger fields in that last area. I think that we're going to clear cut on the map here. Probably going to want something a little bit bigger. This would probably be fine too. I mean, it holds fertilizer as well. And it's 9 meters. 180. We got easily enough horsepower for that. Otherwise, these horse ones, there's a 6 and a 12. 350 though for that one. 6.7. It's bigger than that one. No fertilizer on that one though. 64. Well, there's this one here too. It's only 6 though. 64. 65 for that one, and 54 for that. 63. Oh, this is the one. We might just shoot for this one. Remember, we still gotta buy that header. And that'll cost us 53 as well. We're gonna get some money from these sales. We got, again, honey, lettuce, and then we're gonna have this canola here. And then our soybeans, and then I think there was wheat in there yet. Take a look at that in a second here. Oh, left side. Still worked. Yeah, so the canola is actually, oh, it's supposed to sell this month. Maybe we should fill it up and do that. So it looks like we're gonna get about 18,000 for that. I guess it was oats we had to sell in January. Is the price going up or down? It's going down, so let's go ahead and fill it up. It actually stopped on us. Are we full? I think the silo's full. It is. I never imagined that we would have filled that thing up, but we might have to upgrade to a bigger silo here in the future. Alright. We'll tag that. The oil mill, I believe, is over here, yes. Takes a while to fill. It should be good. Let's head on down. Make some money off this right away. We did have one more field, but it's not ready to pick yet, so that's going to have to wait. But it's going to be nice to get some extra change again. Okay, we are arriving. One more down. It's nice to pick and get paid right away. I suppose we could always just buy the planter and plant on the next on the field here. 19,138, and then we can just if we have to hold off for a little while before we can get the corn header, so be it, because there is no crop withering in this playthrough. We have that set to off. We could just wait to pick it, which is probably what we might end up doing, I think. Alright, so get this down by the field, I think, and then we'll tab back up. And then we can get that road blacktopped. We could just put this right here across the road. I'm gonna shut that combine off too for a little bit. I don't know how long we're gonna be at it. Never know what we might run into. Oh yeah, this is a little close here now. Should be alright. Okay, let's get this blacktop. The gravel was kind of nice, I will admit. Asphalt. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the first one. Yeah, it was this one here. And we could probably just leave this field road, I think. Alright, we got her done. Looks good. Yeah, we'll have a few sales to do in January. I think I want to get a couple of them done yet on this episode. And then we can finish those up on the next episode. We're going to have like a lot of silage to do back and forth. Alright, let's fire this up. And we'll tackle the soybeans. This should be worth quite a bit.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own.
Definitely happier we got the bigger header. That made that a lot easier. Oh, it took some time if we went and did that. Alright, I wanted to check one thing here to our fertilization states. Yes, because that mod, we're getting free fertilizer out of that. How does that look here? 40 to 39%. Yeah, so what I think we'll do is we'll make these sales, you know, to the end of this episode and then in the next. And then what we're going to do is use that money to buy a planter. And then we can probably go, let's go ahead and schedule corn for that field 3 here. We'll do corn in there. And then, let's see, what was another planter crop? Now that we have that, or will have it. Soybeans, sunflowers. So sunflowers was a planter. Field 2. So we'll have a couple different new crops here. Change it up a little bit. Maybe it'll deliver to different areas. Alright, that's going to do it for... I guess we got one more field of canola to do. But that won't be ready for, what, a couple months yet? Yeah, it'll be a little bit. So we'll go ahead and put the header where it belongs. Get the harvester in the shed. And then we'll see when this soybeans deliver. This might help us get up the hill a little bit better with asphalt here. Alright, we're just gonna move this header back a tad. Or the trailer, I should say. There we go. Definitely a good spot for it. When we get the corn header, I think that's going to go along the other side of that other shed down there. We'll have to probably cut that tree down. Kind of nice having that water tank there though too. Unless we find a better spot for it, but probably not. Alright. 7,669. Here we go. So that will deliver July. That's right, that one was in the middle of summer. And then we got the oats delivering to the cereal factory. I think what we'll do... Let's see how much time we have left. And I might just go ahead and sell the silage on today's episode. And then when we come back, we'll have the oats to do, the honey, and then the lettuce. Take care of that. But let's advance. Yeah, our animals are going to have to be fed too. So we'll have enough to do on the next episode, that's for sure. Like, we'll make sure to slow time down just a little bit. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and grab the Landini. And I don't know if I might just go back and forth with this and then we'll leave the Massey Ferguson. I mean, I suppose it does add up. Well, I think we'll try a couple and see how it goes here. Because it's a lot of, you know, setting the worker off and then having to start the tractor and all that. Maybe if we just do it ourselves on one load. It'd be nice, like I said, to get a semi. But we'll make some good money off of this. Is there anything in the sales today? Haha, look at that. Same one we bought. This is on sale here too. We have no need for wrapped bales. I suppose we could wrap the silage bales, but it's easier to do bulk, I think. Looks like that grass is ready to cut again too. So there's definitely plenty to do on the next episode. But like I said, we'll get this taken care of on the end of the episode here, and We'll just have to do all the little things on the next one.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Okay, I think I'm going to do the last load here for this episode. We'll have another one on the next episode. I was looking in the sales, and I was just realizing that not many of those planters are direct drills. There's like one or two. Speaking of which, how much horsepower does that one require? It was this guy here. 300 horse that's going to require. So this could be a little tricky at finding the right piece of equipment here and what we're going to do. Otherwise we're going to have to get like a... Well, we could use our plow. And then we could just plow the field. And only issue with that is it's going to reset the state and we're going to lose our fertilization. Which I guess ain't the end of the world either. But depending on how things look, we'll get these sales done, see what we kind of got for cash. And then we'll go from there. Obviously, we want to be able to get a corn header too. So I'll go ahead and deliver this. I'll probably fill up another one, and then that's probably where we'll come in on the next episode, and we'll get those sales done and go from there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.